I clicked on a notification and it stopped streaming, which was really annoying. So yeah, back to it. Hello, Cole Nelson. Welcome back. Oh my gosh, the stream just basically I clicked on a notification and it just canceled the stream, which is terrible design on YouTube's part. I don't know why it did that because it's in the same app. It's awful. Very upset about that. We had a good stream going too. Well, you know, stuff like that happens. Just unfortunate. I wish I could figure out a way to like thread streams together because like when this stream is done, it's gonna make no sense from the last one. It's just, oh my gosh, unfortunate. Well, hopefully we'll still be able to finish the set. These weird pieces. I guess this is a good designed piece. It works good for its purpose. Hello, Jack Kerbrick. Sorry, couldn't read that. We're building the Tranquil garden here after a fatal stream crash. Very unfortunate. Okay, thank you, Scott Davis. That was great. Man, you guys are here all the time. Great moderators. You guys do not... You don't need to be on any of my streams. You put a lot of time into this. It's very, very kind of you. But yeah, never, if you're doing something else, don't prioritize my stream. It's very nice, though. Yeah, we need to, I'm going to report that, like a complaint, because it shouldn't cancel. And there was no back button. So basically, I clicked on the notification and it popped up my notifications feed. And like, because someone commented on one of my videos, so the notification popped up and there was no way to go back. It just let me scroll through the notifications because it like was thinking I was going to reply. Yeah, I didn't want to reply there. I want to go back to the stream that's currently live on my channel, which is still live even though I'm in this weird sub-menu. It's just terrible design. Just because we needed another thing to complain about today. Okay, now I got to count pieces again. Let's see. So 2 more black pieces for legs, because what? I don't think they gave me enough legs to actually put on this set here. And they want me to put more? I'm so confused. Let's see. Okay, I'm not going to put these on because they mistakenly gave me less than what I needed. There's supposed to be a leg here and a leg here, and they didn't give me enough of the legs to do that. And I would know because those are like big pieces. That piece came out, unfortunately. So yeah, I don't really know what to do here. I guess we'll just move on. It's a shame. I guess what we were talking about before, reporting pieces that are missing. I'll have to report some pieces here. Good grief, Lego. Yeah, I have both of the square pieces, but none of those pieces we just were looking for. What the heck? All right, so I need the next bag. Everyone stay tuned real quick. I gotta grab the bag from the floor. I'm back. Bag 9. Okay, looks like we got some Hogwarts Castle-esque pieces going on here. So I'm guessing we're gonna start actually building the plants. How exciting. And I'm gonna put this vertically so we can get it in. Maybe back it up a little bit there so we can get a huge view of the build. You're playing The Force Unleashed. It's a great game, I've heard. Very cool. I'm gonna put the small pieces on the other side so I can get at them easier. Ooh. Looks like we're building the bridge in this bag. That's going to be very cool. Excited for that. Hello, Brickhead Brothers Productions. Oh, wait, I already saw you. Okay, so time to make some stone pathways across this garden. I think we're starting on this side, so you should get like a front row seat to the action of placing pathways. I don't know what more exciting action you could ask for. This is so exciting, but it should be, actually it should be Tranquil, like the set. This is the Tranquil garden. Man, I said it so much, I'm actually starting to doubt myself. Like, am I really building the Tranquil garden? I don't know how that happens. Oh, I like how the stones are different shapes. That's nice, instead of all just being one. I'm really having to contort my head here to make sure I'm putting them on the right way. Okay, this is facing this one. There we go. Nice. Cole Nelson, I should make you a moderator. You're spreading a good message. Like and subscribe. It's a good thing to have. I'm trying to get the night bot to do that. I just haven't figured it out. I want it to consistently yell stuff in the chat, but yeah. Oh, I can do that right now, actually. There you go. I think you're a moderator now. Okay, so these steps are looking very cool. This is probably the most difficult part of this build because it's not lined up correctly. I'm looking at this picture and I can't see exactly where these steps are gonna go. Let's see, so this one is basically the same angle as this one, so kind of like that. But up above, oh my gosh, I don't think this actually goes here. Yeah, it doesn't. It is the Tranquil Garden. This is Lego, yes, indeed. And it's very confusing. Okay. Get it this way. I think this goes, you know, this is ridiculous. I'm tilting the set, everyone. There we go. I can actually see the pathway. And hopefully everyone else will have a closer view of this awesome design they have going on here. So I wonder where this path is going to lead. It's probably going to go through here, and we're going to have all the plants, and it's going to look really cool. I'm excited to see what this is going to look like on display. It's probably going to look amazing. All right, where does this go? Right there, down here. And they're adding little plants along the way. It's kind of nice. And this one right here, and this one kind of hangs off the edge. That looks cool. This one goes here. There we go. More plants. Get some smaller brick pieces in here. So the steps are slowly getting smaller. Oh, never mind. That's just this one. Okay. All right, we have our final step that leads off the edge. It's kind of like a cliffhanger because, you know, it's made out of rock. And we don't know what's on the other side. It could be a cliff. Actually, that would have been really cool if they added a waterfall in this set. I don't know how they would do that with the diorama style, but a waterfall would have been very nice. My voice is so relaxing. Well, thank you. That fits well with the stream then. I missed a bunch of these shrubbery things. Or maybe just flowers. They're not shrubberies, they're way too tiny. I wonder if these are like gonna have something like lamps. I saw in the picture of the set that there's a bunch of lamp pieces. I wonder if those are gonna go on the flowers. Look really cool. I am making the Tranquil garden. So kind of like a Japanese, I believe, garden with koi in the river. If no one's seen the koi, it's very cool. Yes, that is the Lego set number if you're curious about purchasing it. Can I build the Titanic? That would not fit in this light box. I'd have to build it like outside or something. Also, I do not want to spend that much money on a Lego set. I mean, it's cool and all, but don't have space for it. And then I wouldn't be able to buy any other Lego sets, you know, kind of take a big portion of the Lego spending budget. I know someone that has it. My cousin has it. He seemed to enjoy it, if I remember correctly. He has it on a very precariously placed shelf, though. It looks like it's going to fall. And I think it did once. Titanic Part 2. Okay, we have another rock hanging over the edge. And a piece just fell down. That could be an issue. Probably not, you know? What's a missing piece in the grand scheme of things? So these are a lot higher than the rocks in the back, if you can kind of tell it. They kind of slowly go downhill. Like this one's 2 bricks below, and those ones you probably can't see. It's a little far away, but they are much higher. This whole set is falling apart in here because the feet are very unstable. The Plo Koon's microfighter, if I get my hands on it, I will. I just got to find it first. Yeah, so we lost a foot. You can see right here, there's supposed to be a foot. There's no foot. And there's also supposed to be more feet that they just didn't send me in the set, which is great. Lego set recommendations. This one and the crafting table from Minecraft. Jurassic Park diorama. Basically, a lot of the Lego Star Wars sets that are out now are not bad. All the battle packs. I don't know. Is there like a specific theme you're looking for recommendations? Oh, there is a little house. This is a set, so I'm not really like controlling what we add, but there is a house that's gonna go right here. And I looked at the box. It's actually gonna kind of hang off like this. So yeah, it's gonna be very cool. I did build the bonsai. The bonsai was actually okay. I didn't really like it. I mean, it was soothing, I guess, to build, but all the loose pieces are really annoying. And I don't know. Everything else about it's fine, I guess. The tree building thing was like the most repetitive experience I've ever had with Lego, which I guess is the idea. I don't really know how else they would have done it, but I did not enjoy it as much as I thought I would. So I would recommend that one if you're kind of into, I don't know, really relaxing while building, but you're not, it's not the most like stimulating build out there. So finally, we're building up the base of the hut. I believe that's what it is. I don't know the proper name. Some more rock work, nice looking. It's gonna look really nice. I wonder what this little arch is for. There's an arch down here. Oh, and there's a bigger stone. It's probably just for the design. Kind of staying together nicely there. Okay, I'm missing another piece. I think Lego, nope, never mind. I was about to get on another rant. Like 2 missing pieces in a set that are completely different bags. What are the chances of that? You listen to French when building big sets. Like as a kind of like learning the language. I feel like that's a good thing to do. You're probably more, I don't know, more engaged on your build to pay attention, but that is Probably one way to help learn the language. So this looks very cool. Kind of building a spinny top for the hut. Love this green, olive green designs. And, oh, the rocks go up like this. That is very cool. Oh, and we're just going to cover up the arch anyway with these pieces. Well, what was the point of even that? You know, whatever. It was kind of satisfying to put down. Let's see, what time is it? It's a 7:11 where I am. Hopefully we'll be able to finish the set before 8 because I do have to get off at 8. If we can't, then there will be a part 3. And then we have a frog. Awesome to get a Lego frog. And more of these olive green pieces. That's very nice. Okay, looks like we're building the cliff front now. And it's going to be on its side. I believe that's what the next instruction kind of looks like. This is part 2. I built it yesterday. First time I've done 2 streams in a row. Oh my gosh. I don't think these are the right... Okay, look at that, everyone. Oh wait, let me get the instruction manual set before I complain. Look at this. You see, I'm supposed to push this piece down. You see how it's, like, how much it's giving right in this area? That's because I don't have a foot underneath it. Because Lego forgot to send me a foot. What the heck, Lego? It's kind of your job. Send me a foot. I think that's supposed to be 1 brick taller, so this should be okay. But I don't know how I'm going to get the piece down without the foot. To watch of mine? Yeah, all of them. All of them is a great answer. I would say all of the recent ones are pretty good. Some of my older ones are a little on the brain rotty side, if you know what I mean, like kind of yelling. Kind of got tired of making those. But yeah, a lot of the newer ones I like a lot. Yeah, there is a frog. I knocked the frog off. That's probably why when I was destroying the set earlier, or Lego was destroying their set when they didn't send me the foot. There it is. Frog. This is probably the worst angle for me to build the set. I'm kind of sorry about that. I don't have room in the light box anywhere else. It's just difficult, like, it's probably to focus, you know, the camera to focus. The Mando out of place. Oh yeah, I forgot. In shorts, you can kind of like see the live. Yeah, that video is kind of going crazy right now. That was kind of like a filler because I was trying to wait till I thought of more ideas for the videos, and I wanted to just pump out an easy one. I'm glad you came in. It's nice. That was the direct sequel to the whatever the one before that was, the Geonosis one, which did crazy well for one of those videos. I was never expecting success from that miniseries thing, but you know, people seem to like it, so I'm gonna keep doing it. And I'm going to burn this instruction manual when I'm done with this set. Like, how that is the only way it works, but the problem with that is the set is so close you can barely see. And oh my gosh, now the piece I want is underneath. All right, so this is the rock work. Sequels. I do not like the sequels. Oh boy. There's a lot of reasons why I don't like the sequels. Yeah. Basically all the ones, if you know any, just all of those. I don't really want to go into it. I've got into that so many times. But yeah, my overall opinion is they're not very good. Just look up all the reasons they're not good, and basically all of those. Just, oh my gosh. Huh, overlapping rocks. That's kind of interesting. The Force Awakens is fine. I agree with you there. It's totally fine, but that doesn't mean it's good. It's just a total rehash of the first Star Wars movie, just with different characters. So basically, they just copied the story, which I guess that doesn't mean it's bad, but it doesn't mean it's like an original story. I have not seen Andor. I heard it's really good though, and we do have Disney Plus, so I will be able to watch it. I am planning on watching it soon. Okay, so now time for the bendy bridge. These are kind of like straws. Revenge of the Sith, I would agree there. That might just be nostalgia, which I went into this before. I don't know why I'm more nostalgic for those movies, because I did not really grow up with them. I guess I watched them younger, and I always liked the Clone Wars better than the Empire, for no reason at all. Just maybe there was a reason. My neighbor was really into the show, and I guess I was introduced to that pretty young, and I loved the show, so naturally I liked the movies that were set in that era. But like, the other ones are good too. Oh, the Acolyte. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It was a cool idea, but it just kind of destroyed everything if they were like it was supposed to be canon. I don't know. Confusing. Empire, yeah. That is a lot of people's favorite. I would say from like just a movie standpoint, that probably is the best one. But like I just like Revenge of the Sith more. And the Phantom Menace. I love the Phantom Menace. But I hate Attack of the Clones. Just because that was the only Star Wars movie we had as a kid, and I always wanted to watch Star Wars. So we'd only watch Attack of the Clones. And it's such a boring movie. Holy cow. When you're 8 and you're watching a movie where it's just Jar Jar Binks talking about Senate dilemmas, it's the most boring thing ever. I still love the setting though. Like, it's just Geonosis is awesome, the time is awesome. But oh my gosh, that movie is just boring. Literally nothing happens the entire movie. Huh. Okay, that's actually an interesting take. Our Brickhead Brothers, not a take. I was actually curious about this because I know that most of the people that say they like them haven't seen the other movies, but you just still don't think they're very good. That's interesting. That would be like, that's what I would think people would do as well, because they're just not good on their own. Like, I can't remember anything from any of them, really. I mean, that's not really true, but like, there's a different type of memory when, like, with all of the other movies that I have, like, I can remember way more about them. I don't know if that makes sense. It's just there's something about them that makes them less memorable. I don't know what it is, but I don't remember them as well. And that doesn't mean they're bad. They are bad, but not for that reason. This doesn't feel right with how... Okay, fine. These things feel like they're a little less bendy than I would like for what they're wanting me to do with them. I think this is almost the final bag. No, 2 more bags. Oh my gosh. Thought I put these on backwards. This red bridge looks very nice. Come on. There we go. Yeah, definitely not minifig scale. A minifig could not get across that. I mean, kind of, but a little too skinny and a little too short. Oh my gosh. Camera. All right, lantern time. Time to build some lanterns. These were the things I was thinking that were going to go on top of the flowers, but I don't think that's what they're going to do. They're just going to go off to the side a little bit. And they look really cool. It's a pretty cool build for so little pieces. Hello, AJ Lego. We are finally finishing this build. It's not finally, it's been 2 days, but hopefully trying to finish the build. Okay, so only a couple more to go of these lantern pieces. These are really hard to get in the bottom of these things. I guess it's just because the pieces are new. It's weird. Get right there. I think we are almost done with lanterns. There's one in the water. I love that. That is a very nice detail. And then one more. Oh. I really need to turn off notifications while I stream. It's going to get me. It already has today, but it's going to get me worse. Like, what if it pops into, like, I don't know what else it could pop into, like something that locks it out so I can't get it back. Because that would be awful. Then I'm just streaming to no one. Well, I'm streaming to everyone, but I can't see anyone. Does anyone see the final hubcap piece? It's missing. I guess you don't have a good view of the pieces, but I think they forgot to send me another piece, which makes 3 pieces they've forgotten to send me. That is awful. I've never gotten a missing piece in my entire life, and I get 3, all from different bags. What are the chances of that? Yeah, they forgot to send me a piece. Well, oh my gosh. It very well could be somewhere else, and I'm just not seeing it, but everywhere it would be, it is not. Behind the book? Yeah, it's not there. Weird. You know, we might find it as we go through the bag. There's like this big lip in the light box, so it could be under that. This set is super new. Like, I bought it a couple days ago. And I don't know if they build all their sets at one time, you know, and then send them out. But if this was a newer version of the set, it would be. These are nice pine tree pieces. I always thought these were only spires for castles, but they do kind of work for miniature pine trees. There's a hawk screaming in my backyard right now. AT-AT or ATT? I like the ATTE better. Just because the AT-AT I have is the 2014 one, which it has like no interior space that's any use, so it's really a boring set in my opinion. Like, there's a trapdoor, but that's kind of it. Drill pieces, oh yeah, for like city sets. That is another use for them. And in usual fashion, there's a piece underneath the set. That hawk is going crazy in my backyard. I wonder what's going on out there. There might be like an owl or something. Okay, so finally, guys, we have some plants in our garden. Look at that, some tiny little pine trees. And now I just realized I built every single one of those wrong, and I was supposed to put a piece down the middle. Oh my gosh. You kidding me? Kind of like that, so it's more stable, I guess. close-up of the fishies. Yep. But I bet as soon as I do it, the book's gonna fall. What do you know? The book fell. Man. Stay. Can you do that, book? Thank you. Now, oh no, now it's gonna want to fall again. Whatever. I can build the trees without needing the book, so I'll just do a close-up of all the tree builds. Can you guys hear that on the stream? There is a hawk screaming its head off in my backyard. Like, actually, I've never heard a hawk do it that often. And we've had people coming over trying to trap it for the ankle thing to tag it. You don't hear it? Well, it is very loud where I am. It's weird. I know sometimes the thunder sounds don't come through the stream. I remember there's like a crazy thunderstorm when I was streaming one time. Hello, Rex Bricks. We are being tranquil and zen while building this amazing tranquil garden. There we go. I think that's all the trees except for this one. And then we just have to build up some pillars for the house. There we go. Okay, done. Now I just got to put them back where they all were. There. Why doesn't that want to go? Oh, it's because the piece is wide. I see. Wrong spot. I know there's one up here. Yeah, right there. A couple over here. Man, my back is killing me. I'm totally feeling it today. Okay, and then we have some other pillars. One in this area. Over here. Oh. Here. And then one all the way over here. Interesting. So then we need the wood stubs. So this is going to be very cool. This is going to be for that house overlooking the water in this area. So we're building the little pedestals on top of those flowers. That makes sense why there were flowers in the water. They weren't actually supposed to be there. They were just little stands for the legs. That's cool. Dang. It's a lot of pieces for the base. All right, now we get to stack the house on top. And I missed a stone. I just see that now. Oh my gosh. See, that keeps happening because there's no leg under here. Because they forgot to send me the stinking leg. Such a pain. Come on. Are you kidding me? Just won't stay on. Weird. Okay. Final part of the set. Which is garden time. So after we put this hut on, it should be time to actually get to the other plants in the garden. Here, let's do this in the most close-up way so everyone can see, because I know there's been a lot of demand for the house. If the instruction manual would stop losing its mind over there. Wait a minute, I already did it wrong. So they're supposed to overlap with these. This is going to be a little annoying because all of these are different angles. I'm trying to get them all. I think we did it already. Wow. And then one more tree. This looks very nice, sturdy. And then this kind of just sits up there. I think there is an attachment point. I just didn't have it attached. And of course, now I'm doing it on the no legs, so it's a little bit tougher. That looks about right. Oh, no, this one doesn't want to. You know what? Let's just leave those off for right now, because those are going to fall off every time I move the set. Well, there you go, guys. There's the house. Looks very clean, in my opinion. And let's get to the trees. I'm just going to put this over here as we build the trees, so there's going to be kind of an area. Oh my gosh. And I really need to get a new tripod. I have one that kind of tilts, but it's so hard to support it that building stuff like this just makes it very difficult because I bump my feet into it. Whoever said both for Captain Rex and Commander Cody. It's funny. Oh my gosh. Individual studs? Are we serious? This is going to be a nightmare. It's the bonsai tree part 2. At least we get to start with the bigger base. So this square piece is going to go in one of these. So you can kind of move them around. I think that's pretty cool. You can probably build it out of that spot. That'll make everything easier. Okay, so time to build the bigger trunk. Let's see, which way does it want it to curve? I can't see because of the stupid instruction manual. Are you kidding me? It's creased now? How did it get... I hate this instruction manual so much. Public execution by burning. I'm going to do that to this instruction manual. Okay. Now we need a longer piece to support the branches. And this kind of Darth Maul-esque piece, I remember this on his, one of the, whatever those things were called, like the Technic type bionicle figures. Then a curving trunk at the top with a Technic pin. I do not stream every day. I just ended up streaming twice because I wanted to get this set done with. And it's like a weekend, so I have a bunch of free time pretty much. Oh, the Whomping Willow. Yeah, I don't have that version of the Whomping Willow. I have the Hogsmeade version of the Whomping Willow. But yeah, I think they were pretty much the same build, and this is very similar. Where is this last piece? All right, Brickhead Brothers Productions. See you when you come back. So this is not completely covering up the Technic. Hopefully that won't become a problem later. It wants me to put it on that way. All right. This is a much taller tree than I was expecting. Oh, and it wants me to put a bunch of these pieces on here. Okay. So it's going to be a very spindly tree. I'm not really going to pay attention to which way they go on, per se. I don't want to be here all day. So we're just going to stick them on. Oh, you're back already. Wow. Very fast. Wait, am I not supposed to put one on the other side? I guess not. Yeah, this is like the Whomping Willow, but if the Whomping Willow went on a diet. Also, I don't even think it's going to have any leaves. Like, what connection points are there on these tails? It's just a dead tree. Oh, wait. I see. So these are going to go on here, and then we're going to have leaves. Please work. Please don't crease. Thank you, instruction manual. You made me break one of the pieces, but whatever. And we're building another plant now. I cannot find the other side of this. Don't know where it went. There it is. I think next time I do a stream, I'm not going to build such a big of a set because this is a pain to try and do all this in one light box. Hopefully the next streams won't be like this. I was planning on building the Jaws set in here, but I don't know how that's going to work because I think that one might be even bigger or at least wider. The Whomping Willow set was great, or that Shrieking Shack. I built like a whole Hogsmeade village. Whoa. Somebody just launched off a firework in the backyard. I bet you could hear that on the stream. I don't know what my neighbors are doing. I'm going to end the live in 20 minutes, so I probably won't finish the build, and I'm just going to finish it on my own. I don't want to stream again this build, especially with all these studs. I know I kind of want to complete it. That's going to be like really hard to focus on a live if they're supposed to be like precise. Like with the Whomping Willow, they were kind of like that. So I will not be streaming the end of this set just until we get to 8. Yeah, that boom was significantly louder than those hawks. Now it's eerily quiet, so I'm guessing they're going to do another one. They didn't do any on Memorial Day, but they did one the day before, and what is it, like a week after Memorial Day? So I don't know what schedule they're on. Very confusing. I don't even know which neighbor it is. It sounds farther away. Yes, I will post a finished picture. It'll be very high quality too, because I think I'll end up doing a review. So I'm gonna try to make a really nice video. This summer I'll have a lot more time to do stuff like that. So I'm guessing there'll be a lot more reviews for anyone who is interested in that. I kind of stopped doing those for a while. I think it was around the New York trip. I just got tired of all the reviews that they never get very many views. Like my most viewed review has 2,000 views, which in comparison to like those alternate builds, it's just way easier to just build your own thing instead of trying to edit a voiceover to talk about every single thing in the set. But this one, I feel like this set kind of deserves it. It's so good. Yeah, fireworks are like partially illegal here. I guess you need a firework permit. I don't think anybody I've ever met who has done fireworks has a fireworks permit, and you can just buy fireworks. So I guess, yeah, not really illegal, but there are restrictions. You can buy them anywhere. Like there's a whole Phantom Fireworks here, all these fireworks shops, and you can just buy them. And I don't even think they ask to see a license because I know my neighbor for sure does not have a fireworks license. And that is a huge firework, you guys could tell from the sound of that boom. All right, we have our tree almost finished here. I think it's missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. It's missing one branch. Oh my gosh, did Lego forget to give me a branch? Not gonna be a happy camper if they forgot to give me another piece. Yes, thank goodness they did not forget. There we go. Another tree done, and it's supposed to go right here. It's kind of like a dead branch on that one. Interesting. All right. So our next tree will hopefully have a little bit more detail. Oh, and it does. All right, everyone, exciting part. The part that I hate, but I'm guessing you guys are going to like. It's time to actually add some color with the studs for these trees. So I think I'm building the same thing over and over again here. So I'll just build it once and then maybe skip because I don't really want to do this all right now. I will probably not review that Jurassic World set. I do not usually buy Jurassic World sets, but if it looks cool, maybe. I don't know how cool a gas station would be. There probably are some other people that will make much better reviews than me for Jurassic World. I don't really know anyone, but I'm sure there's someone. I think that's almost done. I can't really see. One more, okay. And then it puts a nice little leaf piece underneath. Look at that, perfect. So that must be what connects it to the tree. Yeah, look at that. I'm actually surprised that works. I had no idea you could put something on the end of these. But anyway, I'm going to do the rest of these trees later. So shove that off to the side, and I'm going to move on to the next bag. So this is where the next bag is going to be. All right, this one has a bunch of these pine tree pieces, which I actually bought like probably 100 from the Lego store yesterday. They refilled their pick-a-brick, and they had a bunch of these, and I'm building a Kashyyyk mock. All right, bye Dino Deity. Great name. You know, a lot of people have really creative channel names. I'm surprised. I was not expecting that when I started YouTube, but a lot of creative profile names. So this looks like this will actually be a bit of man-made architecture for the garden. This looks very cool. Some sort of pillar. This is the Tranquil garden. Okay. That does not want to fit together. There we go. I have to turn the page. Ah. There was a pine tree in the instruction manual. It sucked up a pine tree, and it was in the pages. I knew that the instruction manual was bad news, but I didn't know it would stoop so low as to kidnap Lego pieces. Definitely getting burned in my fire tomorrow. So this thing is going to be built up pretty high here. Looks like it's 3 levels. Absolutely love the way this looks. I'm glad they finally made this piece. I can't think of another piece they would have used that would have done the same effect. My back is killing me. Grief. Might just be being sore from yesterday, but definitely getting that new tripod will help with back pain. I am too young to start getting back pain. Okay, this is very cool. I love this. This piece just fits so nicely here, and especially that piece in the middle. I don't see that very often. Great usage. Now time for a pine tree, everyone. So this one is a lot taller, not like these wimps over here. It's actually like a significantly standing pine tree. Okay, there it is, the final piece. We have another base. So this to go in, oh my gosh, I hate this tripod. This is going to go in, you know, one of those other little spots in the set. Maybe if we tilt it a little bit, I'll have a little bit more room. You might buy this set. Well, I would recommend it. It's pretty fun. It's a pretty skinny trunk for a pine tree, but this set doesn't look like it has enough room for a wider trunk, so I'll let it pass. Yeah, now it's just getting even skinnier. Look at that. Looks like these pine branches are built pretty interestingly. They're upside down. I remember when I was at the Pick-a-Brick, I was kind of surprised. This is where the attachment is. I would expect it to be the other way, but no, it's like this. We gotta space them out here. All right, so this basically times 4 is how the pine tree is going to be. And what I think looks really cool, I guess I'll just build it instead of telling, is the way this overlaps. So it's kind of, each area is filled, so there's no blank space inside the pine tree. Very clever. So kind of something like that. And actually, it looks pretty convincing on the set when you get it lined up perfectly. Let's see if we can figure that out. Yeah, there we go. All right. Kind of a little bit gappy, but it'll work. I'll probably align it afterwards. And the top, ooh, the top is just a bunch stacked on top of each other. And then with a pillar in the middle. Very nice. So I guess this can kind of be our top right here. There we go. We have the top of a pine tree. Hello, CG Brick LZ. Welcome into the Tranquil garden building experience. We have a miniature pine tree right here. Should be a much larger eventually. Gosh, this is the most repetitive part of this build. I should have known it was going to get like this. All right, another one to add to the collection. So I'm guessing they're just supposed to alternate. Yeah, I'll figure that out later. That's going to be a nightmare. They're like all... Yeah. I wonder if there's something I could like push it against to get it to do that for me. I am on the last bag, but I really shouldn't be. I skipped an entire bag because I didn't want to do the studs. I'm going to do that afterwards because I don't want to put you guys through just studs. I mean, it was pretty enjoyable for a second there to see how pretty it was, but it is just repetitive for me, and I don't think that interesting to watch. This one doesn't want to go in. Okay. I think this is all. I know it looks awful. I know that. But it is not lined up yet. Maybe, I think we're doing one more. I'm thinking there might be 2, so that's why I'm a little bit hesitant. So I don't want to use them all on this one, because I can't see the instructions. It's the stupid, it's creased behind the thing. There we go. This is the full tree. And then just supposed to go on this, I believe. I can't see if there's a special piece. That sounded awful. That also sounded awful. Okay, I think that's as good as I'm going to get it right now. But you can kind of get the idea. There's our pine tree. It isn't lined up at all. but it will be eventually. It looks like there's one more tree they want me to build. Ooh, it's like a bamboo type thing. Let's see, I'll start that, but then we're gonna have to quickly finish up the build. You know what? Instead of doing that, let's just take a tour through the build real quick. Just get everything out of the way. Just look at the build. Get the stupid instruction manual out of here. It's got a cool design, but just awful packaging. I don't know why LEGO decided to do that. This is Japanese, I think. It's not Ninjago. It is the Tranquil Garden. There's a bunch of trees missing from this, so just it's kind of not the way it's supposed to be, but it's incomplete anyway. So let's see. I'm just gonna move everything out. And now it went all over the floor, but that's okay. Scoot the camera up a little bit. You know, if I take it off, it might get a little bit laggy. I've never done this before in a live, but just kind of to get closer so you can see it. So here we have this nice little koi pond. The lantern on the water looks very cool right above this awesome hut. And the very thin railing that no one is ever going to get on there if it's a minifig. And then over here we have some of the rocks, which kind of make a nice little pattern across this bridge. And then over here we have this. Definitely one of my favorite parts of the set. This just looks really good. My favorite part, though, definitely that house. It's kind of a nice comparison here. We have some more lamps. Then making your way over here, you'll see the beautiful red bridge with koi underneath. You know, maybe if I turn the light box down a little bit, you might be able to see them better. I don't know. That's a little dark, but yeah, there's some fish down there. Then the tree. Then across the bridge, we get to some beautiful dead trees that really should have leaves, but they don't have them yet. And more little plants, a water lily. And then this dead tree, pretty sad. And then, oh my gosh, my hand is so shaky. I need to have some sugar. Over here we have this nice rockwork leading up to the hut, and inside we have some, only what I can assume be oven mitts, because I have no other context. And then inside the hut, we have some nice little Tranquil tea, which used to be green but fell out yesterday in the stream. But yeah, that is the set so far. So I will finish it on my own and post a picture in the Discord. So everybody join the Discord. I think it's in the description if you want to see that. I will make you join the Discord. I'll do a post when it's done as well. But yeah, thanks to everyone that came in. Thank you, moderators, for being here. Did not have to be here the entire time. But yeah, this is pretty much the Tranquil Garden. So I'll see you in the next stream.